Hi there. Today I'm going to show you how I use Leonardo AI to generate some images that I can use in my Printify account to come up with some beautiful products to add to my Etsy store. Um, right now I'm doing a series of mugs, t-shirts, tumblers, different things, and I'm using dog designs. I'm trying to generate some dog breed designs here that I can put on these. So just follow along with me and we're going to show you how we get these images generated. So I'm in Leonardo AI right now. I have an account. You need to sign up for an account. You can get a free account. I think it's 150 credits you get per day. They renew every day. Once you get them gone, you could just, if you're only a light user, it's perfectly fine. I signed up for the $12 a month option so that I could get, I think it was 8,500 credits. So I'm in Leonardo AI. I'm just going to click on this little backspace button here next to the name Leonardo AI. So when you do that, it shows you some feature models. So if you scroll down through and you see an image similar to the one that you'd like to create, let's see, which one am I using? I like this one. Now I'm not going to go directly with dog heads colored and shaped just like this lion's head, but I am going to use some of the features of it to generate my images. So if I click on this image, you'll notice down here it says generate with this model, and it's a fine-tuned model, Leonardo Diffusion. Before I do that, I'm going to copy the prompt. And this is the prompt: a silhouette design of a lion, sunset design, t-shirt art, 3D vector art, cute and quirky, bright, bold, colorful, black background, watercolor effect, digital painting, low poly, soft lighting, bird's eye view, isometric style, retro aesthetic, focused on the character, 4K resolution, photorealistic rendering using Cinema 4D front side. Okay, so that's the prompt that we copied, and we're going to paste it into our generation. But before we do that, we need to click on generate with this model. So if we click on this little arrow button here, it loads this model right here, fine-tuned model, Leonardo Diffusion. I have 8 images selected. That's kind of heavy on the credit use, but I'm trying to find the exact correct model. And you can see that I generated these images by using an altered prompt. Excuse me, in the same style. So what I changed here, instead of let's paste this in here so we can see what we got. Delete. It says silhouette design of a lion, sunset design, blah blah blah. We'll just cut it off at that. I changed it to a silhouette design of a German Shepherd, sunset design, t-shirt art, and keep on going. When we got to background, I changed it to black background with trees and mountains, and I put in rainbow colors. So that added the different color variations there. I kept everything else the same. So instead of a lion, let's choose, let's see, a Yorkshire Terrier. And we'll generate that and see what we get. I have 8 images selected, so it's taking a little while. I guess it takes longer. So you can see I got a little Yorkie here. I didn't get the mountains and stuff in the background because I didn't change it up here. Up here I'm going to just change black background. Let's see, what did I put in here? Black background with trees and mountains and rainbow colors. So I'm going to change that. Black background with and I'm going to add in rainbow colors. Now let's generate that and see how different it is. Aren't they cute? They are the cutest little things. Adorable. So you could go with something like that for a t-shirt design or a mug design or anything that you think that would resonate with the pet owners. Takes a little while. So there you see we got our trees and mountains. I think they're just adorable. If I had a little Yorkie, I'd be proud to wear a t-shirt with this little guy on it for sure. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use this image for my mugs and my t-shirts and different items. So when you hover your mouse over it, you can see you got some different options here. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this little icon here, and this is a remove background icon. This costs 2 tokens. If you have Photoshop, you could probably just take it in Photoshop and remove the background, but a lot of people don't have Photoshop. They use Canva and other stuff, and other people don't have anything for editing. They just take the image directly as it is and upload it to their Printify and add it to the different products. So I'm going to click on remove background. So it's working on it. When it gets done, there'll be a little icon up here. There you go. So it's got the background removed. So next thing we want to do, we want to upscale the image, and that makes it bigger. Right now it's only showing at a 768 by 768 pixels. That wouldn't be any good for print, for t-shirts and stuff. Probably would work, but it wouldn't have the same detail. So there's several different options here for upscale. I'm just going to go with the creative upscale. And we'll just wait until the upscale icon appears up here in the corner. It's a little bit slow. I'm not sure why it's so slow. So you can see that it's been upscaled. So now we're going to look at, let's see, just double click on it. So it shows this beautiful, vibrant image of this little Yorkie with trees in the background and mountains. And I think that would be absolutely adorable on a t-shirt for a Yorkie mom. So right now you're seeing the upscaled image. If you click on the little down arrow here, you can see the original image, which is a little bit duller than the new one, upscaled. I think that looks much better. And now I'm going to click on the no background. So it takes the black background out of it. So if I click on no background, I'm going to just download the image, and it shows that it doesn't have a background. I don't like how this faded stuff is on the back. I wonder if I upscale it first and then remove the background, would it work? Let's see. Let's go back into Leonardo and we'll choose a similar but different image. This one is cute. So we're going to upscale this first. We don't really want to modify it. So this one says upscale image alternate. Use this if you find the creative upscales resulting in loss of detail. It costs 5 tokens. Wow. Okay, let's do that. So we'll just wait for that to work, do its thing. Okay, so it's been upscaled now. So if we go into the image, this is the upscaled image. This is the original image. It does still modify it a little bit. I thought it just scaled it up a bit. Alternate upscaled image. There's not a lot different. It's a bit different, not real. Okay, so now that we have our alternate upscale image chosen, we'll select remove background and see what happens there. Okay, so if we click on this down arrow button here now, we can see it with no background. It doesn't really show much of a difference, but if we go download image, it takes out the mountains. I'm not real fussy on that. See what happens if I... How do I undo this, I wonder? I guess I don't. Let's go with original image again. Original image. Okay. I think we're just going to leave the original image, and I'm going to download that one. I'm going to right click on it and say save image as. I'm going to save it in my downloads as Yorkie. And that's going to save it as a JPEG. It says Mac. I don't know why it says that, but it do open perfectly fine in Photoshop. Okay, so let's go to folder, show in folder. Double click on Yorkie. Okay, so what we can do now to get rid of this background so that this will be suitable for a mug is we can take our curvature pen tool here and we can just make little steps around this and cut it out ourselves. I don't like the way that takes the background out of it. It takes out a lot of the detail. So now that we got our curvature pen tool all traced out around here, we can just hover the mouse over a node and say make selection. It asks us for a feather radius. Let's undo that. I'm going to give that a little bit of a feather. Let's right click on this node, make selection. Let's give it a feather of say 20. Okay, so let's take our lock off our background layer now. Now it's not a background anymore, it's layer 0. If you say Control C and Control V and turn off the visibility on your background, you see that you got a little bit of a faded edge here. And that looks good. Okay, I'm just going to save that as, just going to save it to my desktop for simplicity's sake. We'll call it, oh, it's going to make me save it as a PSD. Cancel that. I want to export it as a PNG file. Export, quick export as PNG. The desktop, Yorkie PNG. Just save that. Okay. So let's go back in now and we'll get another dog breed. Let's see. Go back to our Leonardo. Okay, we can close this one. Now our prompt is still at the top, so all we want to change here is the breed of dog. So I'm going to choose, let's see, German Shepherd. Now we're going to hit generate. So if you got a list of 100 breeds of dog and you got a ton of tokens, you can just keep going in changing the prompt there and change the breed of the dog in the prompt. So you can see that some of these images are stunning. Totally, absolutely stunning. Every now and again it'll draw a dog with 3 ears or 2 snouts or something like that, but you just ignore that. I really like this image, so I'm just gonna upscale this and I'm gonna download it, and I think we can remove the background from that pretty easily. Well, we're going to skip this. I'm just going to download this. I'm going to right click. I'm going to say save image as JPEG, save. Show in folder. This is the image. Oh, it's not saved yet. This thing is glitchy. Open with Adobe Photoshop. Okay, so what we're after is the image inside the background. We don't want all this blackness on the outside. What I can do is get my magic wand tool and I can create a mask. I'm going to take the background and change it into a regular layer just by clicking that little lock icon. I'm going to add a mask here. So you can see that it's inverted. I'll click on the mask. I'll click on image, adjustments, invert. And that shows you what was taken out. So I'm going to add a new layer. Hit Control Shift N. I'm going to add a new layer. I'm going to drag it down under here. And I'm just going to take my paintbrush. I got a hard round paintbrush selected. I'm going to get a soft round paintbrush. It's about 99 pixels. And I got a black chosen as foreground color. So I'm just going to paint onto the background here on the lowermost image. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a haze around the edge. I don't really like how it's taking out the... So if you give it a little bit of a haze, it's kind of like a shadow. On the inside it'll be more opaque. Around the edges it'll be a shadow because I got a zero hardness selected on that brush. Okay, anywhere you go over it more, it'll fill in better for you. So around the edges is going to be a little hazy. Okay. So you can give it a little bit of a haze. Oops. Okay. It's not the best option. But there you go. We have another beautiful design that we can add to a t-shirt. We can add it to a mug. I'm going to be doing another video. My next video will be showing you how to take these images in Printify and add them to your Etsy store. It's very, very simple. We're going to try one more. Silhouette design of a what? Let's try a Rottweiler. Generate. Still working on that. I don't know what's going on there. Looks like I'm going to have to reload this page. I'm getting an error. Could not verify JWT. JWT expired. I have no idea what that means. Let's just refresh this page. Let's try it again. So it's doing Rottweiler there now. So exciting to see what it's going to give you. Just by changing one of these little characteristics up here, it's amazing what it'll do. Oh yeah. This is not really what I'm looking for. This one is about the best one. Let's see what this one looks like when you open it up. It's kind of hard to tell that as a Rottweiler. Let's close this. We'll go back in and play around with this prompt again. Let's see. Facing camera. Let's try to get just the face. Looks like I got this spell wrong too. That might have something to do with it. There, let's try that. Well, that's a bit more like it. Kind of like this one. Let's see. So if I take out the background here, what happens, I wonder? I bet you're just going to take out all this detail too. And that's fine if you're putting it on a black shirt. But no, that's not what I want. Let's go back to original image. Let's upscale it. There's 3 different modes of upscaling here. Use this if you find creative upscale results in a loss of detail. Experimental upscaler that works really well with some images and poorly with others. 5 tokens. And this one can improve images during the upscaling process. Let's just go with this basic one. Okay, here's our upscaled image. And here's our original image. I think it looks way nicer upscaled. Oh yeah. Kind of tell that as a ratty. It got the little things above the eyes here. Okay, we'll go with that one. Let's download it. Download image. And by downloading, you're clicking on the option that'll open it up in your browser. So when it opens up in your browser, you right click, save image as. Let's just call it Roddy. R-O-T-T-I-E. And it's a JPEG. Save. Browse to our folder. I got my monitors backwards. I just moved my computer and I got my left monitor where my right monitor should be. Okay, so we're just going to double click on that now and it should open it up in Photoshop. Okay. I think the best option for this might be to choose our ellipse tool with a feather of say 20. And we're going to start here, drag it down. Oops. We don't want any cut-offs. Like you can see at the bottom here, it's cut right off. It's like it's cropped off. I don't like that. So we'll just add this selection here with a feather. We'll take our background layer and turn it into a regular layer. We're going to hit Control C to copy what's inside of this feathered circle. Hit Control V. Now we'll turn off our background and this is what we got. I think that looks just fine. And again, that'll be great just to put on a mug or t-shirt. Okay, so I'm going to just export that as a PNG file. My next video is going to show you how to take these images and put them on your products in your Printify shop, and hopefully you can sell a ton of them on your Etsy store. So quick export as PNG. Just save it to desktop. So right now I got German Shepherd, a Yorkie, and a Rottie. Let's just hit save. And those are all PNG files. So if you liked this video and you found it informative, please consider subscribing to my channel. It really helps me out a lot. It gives me more time to be able to play around with this stuff and learn it so that I can show you and you can figure it out yourself. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and we'll hope to see you again in our next video.